All right, good afternoon, everyone. We're back live at the 2020 CCS B.C. Championships, playing at the Lakeside Resort in Penticton, BC. We're watching this is in the C division. These guys are racing a 5. Byron and Dave. And I know Byron's playing with the Jacoby Black because he bought it from us, through us. Yeah, Woody won the second set, guys. Woody was on a tear. Rob Boone on the YouTube says, I take it no team event. No, Rob, there's team event. I think the 9-ball team starts Friday, possibly Thursday evening. And then we're going to have 8-ball teams on the weekend. Just take a look at the brackets here and see if the team brackets are up yet. Doesn't look like it. The draws are on CompuSport if you guys want to follow along. Rick there asking in the Facebook, CompuSport. You can find it under the Falcon CCS British Columbia 8-ball/9-ball Championships 2020. That's the headline there. So we're going to have some, looks like C and B division play today in the 8-ball singles. If you guys were tuning in this morning, you got to watch the ladies play. They put on a great show. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to have the start of I think the A division ladies play tomorrow morning, and the men's A division starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. And it looks like I have a match with Kyle Jones at 10:30 a.m. on one of these tables. Should be a good one. Kyle's a great player. Tough field, lots of good players in there. So we got Dave calling the 9. His pockets play a little tighter than your average Valley. My team is here, Rob, or some of my team. Joe's here with John Pay Pompey's coming later in the week. And then we picked up Nick Kruger and Sean Yee. Thank you, Andrew. Gonna need some luck. Hopefully some better luck than I had yesterday in the 9-ball. That was something else, but it's the way it goes. I know the game. Yeah, and it finished around 3 a.m. That 9-ball yesterday. It was a long one. I was probably asleep by maybe 5-ish. Just laid there for a while, not being able to fall asleep. Overtired, I think. Rhonda, no Steven. No, he's he's not allowed to play CCS events anymore. They cut him off. Does the Q make you a better shot? Deal It wants to know on the YouTube. Definitely the Q can help. There's no denying that. And good morning to you, Randy. And everyone else out there, afternoon, morning, depending where you are. Make sure you guys are clicking that share button lots for me today. Andrew, yeah. I've bounced back a few times from those nights, but thankfully I don't have to play at all today. So I get a full day to recover from that long day we had yesterday. Is carbon fiber shaft better than a maple? Chucky wants to know. I think it absolutely is. If you want more info on a carbon fiber there, Chucky, send us a message or shoot us an email. Q Sports Live. Good evening from Belgium, Patrick. Randy thinks I need a big gulp size coffee. Actually, I don't drink coffee, so I'm on a Coca-Cola tonight, or this afternoon tonight. Not nighttime yet, it's only 1:30. And Steven wants to know about brake tips. Yeah, pretty much anything hard. Everybody has their own preference for sure. Stephanie says, I can recover only if it doesn't go until 3 a.m. tonight. Well, I can guarantee it will not go until 3 a.m. tonight. And thanks for sharing, Randy Rennes and Randy Fuller. Thank you. Tuning in from Arkansas. And Dean wants to know, am I going to be at the ACS Nationals in May? I will be. That will most likely be my final tournament in the league. Assuming I don't drop below 720 Fargo. I think that's where they're going to cut it off. Calls a safe there, and smart not to pocket that ball. You didn't want to leave an extra soldier up there, so leave it close to the hole. It's a good shot. What's up, Steven from Fort Mac? Dave plays in Randy's Wednesday League. Jerry from Arkansas also. Trey from Texas. Randy from Fraser Valley. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in this afternoon. Sorry, guys, just had to answer a quick question there, so I had to cut the audio. But I'm back now, and I missed who won the first game, so hopefully you guys can inform me of that. I'm sure you guys were watching. Did Dave win it, or did Byron win it? I think it was Dave, but... We're back, Sabrina, we're back. Every once in a while, just gotta mute the audio, just so you guys don't have to hear everything I'm saying in the background.
It lost audio.
Seven-foot bar box, indeed. What's up, Joe Elliott? So Dave won the first game. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. John Graves wants to know who won the final last night, Woody or Joe? It was Woody. A thriller, too. I think 1-7-6 in the second set. So I'm just trying to catch up on some of these other comments. Tyler, yeah, I agree. I mean, it's nice to play the better players. I grew up playing players like Edwin and Bill Thompson and Kevin Osborne, and had the pleasure of playing Bernie a couple times. Took my lumps, made me a much better player for sure. But I did have the luxury of traveling a lot, which not everyone has that luxury. So I do understand why they make a cutoff when you're considered a professional. These guys racing to 5 here. This is the first match of the C Open bracket. What's up, Willie from Philly? Tyler, yeah, that's very true. I've always been that player too, because when I grew up, all the good players would answer my questions. And so I try to be that same guy and pay it forward. So if you guys ever have any questions, that's what I'm here for. Share the knowledge. What tip do I use, says Trey. I'm playing with a G2 soft. Great tip. Byron losing patience a little on that shot. Laura Berg. I've been playing since I was maybe, like, competitively I started playing around 16 years old, so 14 years. I started playing League as soon as I turned 18. And I've played every year since, so 12 years of League. This will be my 13th year. Oh, you got that right, Tyler. Lots of good players too. Like it, you don't have to play them for thousands of dollars. I'm sure a lot of them will play for a drink here and there just to try to help you progress your game as well. So play them for 20 bucks or something. Nobody gets hurt, and they'll give you some pointers along the way, and it'll be a serious enough game that nobody's really messing around. Both players will benefit from it. Jerry wants to know what's the difference between soft, medium, etc. tips. Literally, like the sponginess of the tip is the difference there. Like your brake tip, if it's a phenolic, it's made out of the same material as the ball. It's just rock hard. And then some of the other ones, like the old Elkmaster tips, real spongy, super soft. And now there's all kinds of different tip ratings. Byron rolls the 8 in to tie it at 1. So I was just trying to catch up on some of these viewer advantage tickets. Guys, if you sent in, I'll have your ticket sent out to you right away. Probably as soon as this match is over, be able to send those off. Tyler, for sure. I'll give you any tips that I can. Happy to help. I've been teaching a lot lately, so I'm getting quite better at it. I do really enjoy it. And headphones are allowed in this tournament. That's correct. If you guys are just tuning in, we're live at the 2020 CCS B.C. Championships, the Lakeside Resort in Penticton, BC. We're on day 2 of 6. We've got 5 days to go here. Lots of pool to be played. Make sure you guys are clicking that share button. Lots for us this week. Jerry, yeah, that would be correct. Use a soft tip to get more action off the cue ball. And some players don't like soft because they don't want too much action. So it's definitely a preference thing and a feel thing, like a lot of things in pool. Chad wants to know Revo or Jacoby Black. What's your preference? Definitely the Jacoby Black. I've played with both, and I much prefer the Jacoby. And there's a few reasons for that. I mean, I just find the Revo to be, it feels a little fat, it's just a little thick. It's not tapered the way I like. The sound, the Revo's a little tingy, makes kind of a weird noise. And the smoothness of the shaft is another big selling point on the Jacoby. And I just saw my dad commented on there. Hope you got some sleep. Great stream, great commentary. Thanks, Dad. I did get a little bit of sleep. I'm ready to go today. Gonna be a great day of pool here. Deb, indeed, viewer advantage package is $20 per ticket. That's Canadian dollars. Randy says, Ronnie O'Sullivan is the greatest billiards player probably ever to play. I say there's no probably in that sentence. That's a super thin cut. What a shot there. I just seen Dave has the Black Diamond Bowl and Billiard shirt. My good buddy Adam Wood from Prince George. If you guys are ever in Prince George, go check out his room there. Black Diamond Bowl and Billiards. It is indeed for sale this weekend, Deb. I'll flash that poster up again in a few minutes, maybe at the end of this rack quick. We're going to draw that Sunday night, Deb. What about Efren Ray, as Brett says? So here's my opinion on the Efren-Ronnie argument. Efren is the best pool player of all time. Ronnie is the best player to ever hold a cue. Just different games, kind of like tennis and table tennis, you know? Trey, indeed you can purchase a Jacoby Black shaft and have it sent to Texas. Send us a message there, Trey. Just shoot us a inbox message there to the Q Sports Live Facebook page. And we'll get you the price and get it shipped out to you, bud. Yeah, Blair Major, also a partner in that room. Gotta rate Stephen Hendry up there too. Definitely second best snooker player of all time. And Benjamin makes a good point there as well, you know. Being better in all of the games except one. Seemed to lean toward the player being better in all of those versus one of them. I mean, Ronnie's a pretty talented player in all games. Definitely we give Efren the edge in the majority. I just think snooker is the hardest game of all. Well, he kind of, if you guys were watching the last rack when he shot the 8, he kind of missed it to that side of the pocket too. Just overcutting that shot a little bit. Just got to make a slight correction there. And Lucchini on the YouTube also brings up a good point, saying Ronnie could do what Efren did on the table if he chose to play those games, but could Efren do what Ronnie does? That's how you determine who's better. And that's why I just think like snooker is the hardest game. And I don't know if Efren, could do what Ronnie did, but I feel like Ronnie could do what Efren did if he put his time in. And if the game paid enough, but snooker pays a lot more. Chad Russell, if you're interested in getting a Jacoby Black shaft, send us a message and a picture of the pin on your Viking, and it'll definitely fit. They'll make one to fit. And usually, like John says, if you want to measure the joint diameter and know what joint pin you have, that's definitely preferred. But if you're not sure, send us a message. That's usually the best way. And there, Trey says SVB. SVB's the greatest American player of all time. If he isn't yet, he will be, but I think he's the most winning player of all time in the U.S. Chad, send the message to, if you have Facebook, you can send it to our Facebook. If not, just email qsportslive@gmail.com. Once again, that's qsportslive@gmail.com. Looks like Byron got another one on the board there, so I'll flash up that viewer advantage quick again here, guys, since we had a few questions about it. Benjamin, yeah. No, I totally agree. There's definitely an argument to both sides. But I feel like it's just comparing apples and oranges. They're just two much different games. You think it's with a cue and chalk on a, slate surface, it would be the same game. It's not even close. Like I said, it's like playing tennis or table tennis. Chess or checkers. No problem, Chad. We'll get back to you right away, bud. Therese, no, it's definitely not all about the money, and I can attest to that. When I switched, I was a little skeptical as well. And I thought, no, I play fantastic with a wood shaft. Why would I switch? As soon as I switched, I broke my straight pool high run within 3 days. Had a great tournament performance within 3 weeks. And it's done wonders for my game. It's definitely not just a marketing or a money thing for the cue makers. Yeah, Benjamin, and you bring up another great point because, we only ever talk about snooker and North American pool, but what about all the great three-cushion players? There's some players in that game that are maybe more creative than any of the other games. So I hope you guys don't mind. We'll probably get off topic lots during today. Maybe won't get so much play-by-play on the racks, but I'll try to do as much as I can in between answering all the questions and trying to keep you guys entertained here. We've got lots of pool today. Currently 2 o'clock here in Penticton. And it looks like we got last match scheduled for 10:30 tonight. Looks like, yeah, it's going to be 10:30 tonight. So we'll be live till midnight Pacific time. That's assuming everything goes to plan. They've scheduled all these matches for an hour and a half. And at 3 o'clock here, we're going to have some B division matches coming up. Rob Wright's going to play Fred Camille. And we're going to have Matthew Olson playing an opponent he's waiting for. Yeah, looks like all the brackets are showing last matches at 10:30 p.m. tonight. Byron looking good here. One good shot, he's going to play a bank. I thought, wow, what a great shot. Little nod of approval there. That was a fantastic shot. And gives them a 3-1 lead. Big game as well. All the questions about the carbon fibers. There's the Jacoby Black. Therese, yeah. I mean, the example that I use is Alex Pagulayan. And he says he actually likes higher deflection for one pocket because he can manipulate the angles a little better. And what I get from that is the deflection helps him avoid the double kiss shots a little more. But I think when it comes to these games where you're just more concerned about moving the cue ball around controlled, I feel like low deflection is the way to go. Dave to break, trailing 3-1 here. He needs a big one. Don't want to be going down 4-1 here. Short race to 5. And the next set of matches we're going to have at 3 o'clock here. So about 50 minutes time. Benjamin, yeah. If we bring 3 cushion into it, then Efren wins even more games versus still just 1. So Dave is in not bad shape here. I mean, I don't think he has to move any more balls to run this out. You can see the 14 here, which is important because that might be one of the balls with a bit of a weird angle to get on. If he can move the 15 next year, clears the pocket for the 11. Came around, tried to nudge the 13 into the open. Keep 2 shafts, 1 for Massays. Yeah, there you go. Maybe that's a good point there Andrew Miller makes. Because I really struggle to Massey with that Jacoby. It's tough. It just wants to go straight. Even when you jack up and put siding, it still wants to go straight. So he's got a choice here. Shoot the 9 or bank the 11. And I actually don't mind the bank on the 11. With the way these tables play, they straighten out a ton. So you can just hit this one hard. and stop the cue ball right there. To shoot the 15 next and maybe shape the 13 for left side or the bottom left corner as we're looking at it. Undercut it by quite a bit. Let's see if Byron can punish him and put himself on the hill here. Yeah, I don't mind opening with that ball. He actually might be better off to save maybe the 4 ball down there to get on the 8 unless he wants to develop the 8, which he could do right here. It's kind of a free shot to develop it because you'll still see the 2 ball. Oh, but he's just tightened it a little more. It's still okay, though. I think you still shoot the 2, then the 3. Get the proper angle on the 4. You can float in behind that 8 and play it in the left side or the bottom left corner. Just try to get straight on the 3. Oh, he shot that really quick, though. I know he likes to play fast, but that was a little quick on the trigger. On the YouTube, Brace wants to know what level this is. This is the C division in this league. They have 3 divisions play here at CCS in the men's. The C, the B, and the A. The A is comprised of the A's and the A pluses, so there is a 1-game handicap in there. Kind of an interesting situation here on the table behind where Dave is now. We got 2 refs. One's holding the light out of the way. And it was indeed a foul over there after some tidy work by the referees. Courtesy of Bill Fenton and Wayne Knight. Well, he'd rather be a little closer to this 11. He's got a tester now.
Thank you. No applause. Just throw your wallets.
Just throw the 20s on the table.
James wants to know, when is the A's going to start playing? That's going to be tomorrow. Start tomorrow morning. Oh, he hit that ball pretty hard. And I don't think he's getting away with it. Great chance for Byron to get himself on the hill here. Slightly miss it there. Yeah, he's got to cut this all the way down in the bottom right. Oh, he hit it good, but undercut it just a little. It's going to bring Dave back, try to get this to 3-2. Oh, I think Byron will make him pay this time. Pretty routine 8-ball here. Rolls it in to take a 4-1 lead, Byron Williams. Try to squeeze a few of our sponsor ads in here in between racks, guys. Karma Tattoo, make sure you go check them out. Show them some love. Tell them you heard about them on Q Sports Live. And Jam Up Apparel. Go check out their website, jamupapparel.com. Make sure if you guys haven't already, get involved in that Jam Up Nation. Help support the juniors, all while getting yourself a discount on some sweet apparel. So Byron to break. He's up 4-1 here on the hill. Race to 5. Yeah, Benjamin. He could have played a two-way there for sure. The bank with the two-way cue ball, but I tend to find that the two-way shots aren't so good at the end of the game in Valley 8-ball because guys just make shots from everywhere. They bank balls, they kick balls, jump balls. I try not to play too many two-ways. Well, Byron's in good shape here, but I think 15's got to be tight. That's the 12 ball there, sorry. It's got to be real tight by there. Let's see what this shows us. Oh, he got jumpy there trying to slip it by. And he's left it in probably the worst spot possible, although he might buy him another shot. He's not going to like the shot, but it might buy him another shot. Welcome, John from Fort Myers, Florida. Johnny Q in the house. I think the B division players race a 6 here. Yeah, Benjamin, that can definitely transfer over. Like if you're really good at angles and, you know, carpentry, woodworking, you can definitely see angles better. That holds true for sure. Byron's called this in the side pocket. But just sort of as an in case it goes somehow, he's going to jump and try to kick in behind it. He can't just jump with the shaft. Wayne was about to tell him that. He contemplated just jumping it with the shaft, but can't do that. There's regulations on the length of the cue. Michael looking forward to ACS. Me too. Me too. James. There's going to be lots of great pool today, guys. Make sure you're clicking that share button lots for me. Can he shoot the 3 now, or can he shoot the 2 and maybe get a little straighter on the 3 here? One thing's for sure, he can't afford to make a mistake here. Now that Byron's got that ball in the open, he's on the hill. I can shoot the 1 here and drop below the 3, but I don't mind the 3 from here. Can roll this in fairly easy. Oh, but he tried to roll it a little too soft. I think we'll see Byron finish this up now. Needs to slow down a little, and it's not going to. He's called the bank. He's got to hit this one pretty hard to get it straightened out. He's not done yet. It's not over yet here. That is Mr. Knight as a ref there, Steve. Garikakis. Steve K. One day I'm going to learn how to say your last name properly, Steve.
Hi, Walter.
Looks like he got real tight on this 1 ball. He's going to be shooting sort of around it. Cueing's a little tricky here. And he reached at it a bit. Pretty tough shot. Anytime you're cueing near a ball is really, really tough. Byron Williams for the win. It's a 5-1 win for Byron. Nice match from him there. He's going to continue on through the A side. And I think we're just going to have a quick break here, guys. We've got a match going on the other table, but I'm not sure of the score. Maybe we can head over there, see what the score is. These guys would be racing a 5. So I'll go do a quick score check. I'm going to run to the washroom, guys. I'll get somebody to update the scores here while I'm gone, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. Looks like 2-1 Allen. I just went and asked these guys because their score sheet says race to 3. It seems to be... has to be some kind of confusion there. I'm not sure why they would race to 3 only. I'm sure they'll figure that out. I would imagine. They're in the C division. We just watched a C division match. Qualifier's already over, so I think there's just some confusion with these guys about the race. But it is in the same bracket as the match we just watched. So, yeah, I think just some confusion with the score sheet there. It says race to 3, but it's actually a race to 5. Thought C was a race to 3. Yeah, no, I don't think so because we just watched Byron win 5-1. So we'll see what happens in this rack, and then we'll figure out what the race is here. It's like shooting stripes here, just 2 balls in the 8. And I'm not sure which player is Allen and which player is Lance, so maybe someone out there knows these two gentlemen. Oh, he missed it, but he plugged the pocket. So Lance is from Vancouver. Allen is from... It's not showing me where Allen's from. Lance is with the hat. All right, thanks, Chris. Benjamin, the draws are all on CompuSport. I think he actually has to play this in the corner off the 14 to open for the 8. Soft draw to avoid the scratch. He's going down trying to nudge the 8 out. It's not going to work. Let's see if he just leaves it tied up somehow. Could be a long ending to this game. Lynn, I'm still in the tourney for sure. I'm playing 4 events. So I got 9th through 12th in the 9-ball last night for just my entry fee back. And then playing 8-ball singles tomorrow, 9-ball teams and 8-ball teams. Lots of pool to be played. Allen's from Penticton. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Chris. And yeah, good luck there, John, in BCA. As long as your ride doesn't fall through. Look at this tricky little shot that Allen played there. Very nice. Very nice little shot. Let's see what kind of return Lance has here. I think he maybe just has to thin the right side of it. His right side, our left side. And just get the cue ball long up table and hope the 14 sort of pushes into the 8. But tough to tell from this angle how much he can thin that ball. He's calling it in. He's going to try to hit it hard enough to bank it. I think you need a ref for this shot. It's pretty easy to just push through this ball. I guess he didn't need a ref. I still feel like these guys are confused about the race, so maybe I'll see what happens here. I'll try to catch him on the way by and maybe tell him it's supposed to be a race to 5. Let's just wait around a second here and see what happens. Off the horn, safe. Brian, that would have been a crafty shot. Okay, I think they've figured out now that it is race to 5. So what I'm going to try to do is find my scorekeeper here so I can run to the washroom quick. I'll flash up a quick ad or two in between racks here. So I'll find my scorekeeper and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hopefully don't miss too much. And we should have Ryan back fairly soon as well. He's probably just finishing up his match over there. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I am back. Looks like I didn't miss too much here. Yeah, the bracket doesn't say what the race is. The race in this is 5. Welcome, Terry from Toronto. Blair from Nova Scotia. Jordan's asking, why are the graphics so bad today? Are the graphics bad today? And what graphics are you referring to? And yeah, sorry guys, I just had to mute the audio for a second there while I ran to the washroom. It's going to be a long day for me, and Ryan is playing, so have to pace myself here. And Carrie asking if Ryan's on the stream next or if he's played his match already. I think Ryan's still playing on table 36, kind of on the other side of the room. Not sure what they're contemplating here. Calling a ref for this shot. Just in case he's a little close to this object ball, it is possible to push through this. Got Bill Fenton come over, take a look at this shot. I think he can flat stroke this. I feel like you won't push through this. He's far enough away. Tough to tell on this camera angle, but... yeah, he didn't push through it. It's a good hit, but he missed the pot. Stream looks fine to Jerry. But Tawambra looks a little framey, and the cloth is like buzzing with a fuzz. I'll have to do a speed test at the end of this match, see if maybe we're having some connection issues. I know the internet's been a little goofy today, so it looks good to some. To others, looks a bit grainy. It can look a little grainy at times just because of the light. But if it's choppy, then that's the connection. Definitely let me know if that keeps up, guys. Sometimes if you guys are having picture issues or audio issues, just try shutting down your program, restart it. Try rebooting, as Carrie says there. Well, he hit that pretty hard, ran into the 13, but he still landed straight in on the 8. Rolls that in nicely to get it to 3-2. Another one of our great sponsors here at Q Sports Live, the Mike Burton Home Team. Remax Realty Pros. Go check out their social media there, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Give them a subscribe, a like, and a follow. While he gets these balls racked up, another quick ad. Prevail Handcrafted Cues. Make sure you guys go check them out on their social media as well. Facebook page. Got lots of cool stuff on there. And if you guys are ever wanting some more info about our sponsors here, you can send us a message. We'll give you all their contact info. Looks like we got Lance ready to break here. Trailing 3-2, race to 5. Yeah, could just be the lighting in here too. It's nice we have the lights over the tables, but there's like the room lights, they kind of affect the camera a little bit as well, so. But it could be a connection issue, could be a few things. Better than no pools. And I know you guys aren't complaining. I do appreciate the feedback. Always let me know if there's anything quality-wise going on so we can try to correct it. I am following along with the Facebook and the YouTube streams, and it does look a little choppy. It's not as smooth as it could be. So I think after this match, we're going to have to shut down, restart, do a speed test on the internet, see if I can resolve the issues here. Clear it up for you guys. And thank you, Mike, on the YouTube. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Benjamin on the Facebook. That is funny, sir. Michael, aren't a lot of these push shots? Somebody was bringing that up the other day, and I never really saw it, but I don't know, maybe he follows through quite a bit. I have to maybe keep an eye out for that. Ball in hand here, but it's pretty clustered up there around the rack spot. So I don't know how much good ball in hand's doing him here. The 13, I think, goes by the 7. Can cheat the pocket there. So if he can pot this and break out the 14, he might have a chance here. Oh, but he just rattled it. He hit it pretty good, too. He had a good shot on the 14 there next. Balls are fuzzy, yeah. I think it's a lighting, too, but I will try to resolve it a little bit. See what I can do at the end of this match. Yeah, I'll check the focus settings on the camera as well. Yeah, I'll double check those settings again when this match is over, guys. And we're going to have another match starting. I don't think this match is going to finish before the next match starts, so I have to do a quick shutdown restart. Yeah, like I said there, I'll have to check the focus settings. Not sure what happened between last night and tonight. Could have just got bumped a little bit too. Maybe somebody's case leaning up against the tripod. Could be anything. The other table definitely looks better. Let's see what our side view looks like zoomed in over there. This would definitely be a better picture, but not the best angle because we're too far away from that table. This is just zoomed in from a couple tables back. And then we'll get a player in the way there where he can't see anything at all. Maybe because the bottom of the hanging light is in the frame. Could be it. Yeah, not as bad as it was at the end of the match last night. Facebook had some kind of serious issue last night. Donnie Walston from Fremont, North Carolina. You want some information on the thumper jump break cue? You can send us a Facebook message or you can send us an email to qsportslive@gmail.com. Once again, qsportslive@gmail.com. Do we get to choose what tables to stream? Mike, we do have some say in it, but for the most part, Shannon Benson is an absolute tournament running wizard with High Country Promotions. And so he's always just throwing us great matches. So we kind of just take what he sends over here. And he always does good to mix it up, get lots of different styles of pool on there as well. On here, I should say. Looks like Allen's got himself on the hill there. Up 4-2 in this race to 5. Trying to figure out whose break it is here. In the meantime, we had a question about the thumper jump break cue. Here it is, guys. And if you guys ever have any questions about any of the stuff that we advertise or offer, just send us a message or an email. We'll get you all the info you need, get it shipped to you. The side view is way clearer. And that's right, Benjamin. The bottom of the light didn't hit the camera the same earlier today. But we'll try to get that resolved, guys. I'll get on that as soon as this match is over. I just don't want to interrupt these guys in the middle or try to fix it and have the program crash, because I've had that happen before too. I'll show you guys this side view while the player on the table beside isn't in the road. Looks like a pretty big break there. Made a ball and got a real nice spread. Let's see what this looks like. Yes. I mean, both balls are a little tough because of where the 10-4 ended up. But definitely both workable here. Not the easiest opening shot. He did well there. It's tough from that distance to roll the ball. Benjamin. There's always some good-looking Canadian pool players. I checked the resolution settings. I'll restart the streaming program. That sometimes fixes the issue. Yeah, the side view is nice, but the color does get a little bit weird on that side view. It's still not bad. It's just we're a couple tables away, so it's a little bit tough if there's a player playing on the other table. Sort of covers the camera a bit. So he's still eyeing up this 4, but I don't think it passes the 9. I guess that's actually the 13 ball up there. So he chose the 1 first, but he missed the pot. Chance for Allen to close this match out if he can win this game. Definitely has control here with where the 4 is. Looks like he's eyeing up this 13 ball down there. Kind of have a few free shots with where the 4 is. It's going to be tough for Lance to get from the 1 to the 4 even if he gets back to this table. Very nice little breakout there. And I like how he played that controlled. He didn't just bash into it and hope something good happened. Controlled it well. I think he's looking at this like he can see the 15. If not, he could shoot the 14. I don't want to be bumping balls, though. That's made this considerably tougher. He's going to have to play the 11 now, most likely, and try to get on the 10. Or he can play the 14, draw to the 9. Sort of section it so he doesn't have to go up and down. Just the 4. He's on the 10 nicely here. He just needs to get probably relatively straight in on the 14 so he can get to the 9. He could try to get to the 9 here, but he'd have to sort of elevate. Put bottom left to spin 2 rails. It's a little too risky, so you definitely want to get on the 14 here. But he ran into the 4. can still see the 14 here, but it's a really tough shot to cut into the bottom right pocket. He's giving it a good look. This is a real tough shot. Oh, that's a great effort, but he overcut it a little. Well, he hasn't left this that easy because the 8 ball is sort of in the way here of sending that cue ball off the top rail and back down for the 1. So he might be better off playing this 4 in the corner. But a touchy little shot. It's easy to overhit this. Or undercut it. Let's see if Allen can take advantage, finish this match off. Good afternoon, Jim. Eric wants to know, are these guys B players? This match is in the C division. Got that 9 almost right over the hole. That was a good shot. 2 rails, just avoid that side pocket and he's home free. Marcus Poole, thanks for tuning in, sir. And I don't think the 1 passed to the bottom right. Benjamin was wondering there. That's going to do it. Allen with the win over Lance. 5-2, so that's going to take us to a break here, guys. I'm going to shut down, restart. We should be back in about 5 minutes with the next match here, so make sure if you guys haven't already, like us on Facebook, subscribe on the YouTube. That way you get notified every time we go live. And I'll leave you guys with a quick ad here. Nick's Q Innovation. I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Thanks, everyone.